Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is going to be for the January 11th or the 111 portal, because the 111 portal for each and every one of us is bringing a new beginning in. So, what I thought I would do is let's do a pick a card to see what area of your life or what spirit is bringing as a new beginning for you. So, I am Melissa L. Watkins, Evidential Medium and Master Instructor with Integrated Energy Therapy, and you can find more about me at guidance311.com if you've not been there. But I really want to jump into this because just like you, I'm wondering what is coming in for me. So what I'd like you to do is take a nice deep breath, release it, be present. And when I hold up the cards, I want you to choose the card that calls to you, not the one that you would normally choose, not the number that's your favorite number, but the one that's going, I'm calling you. You can't not look at me, or you're hearing the number in your head. Okay. So here they are. And we have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. What is the card that is calling to you or pulling to you, or you can't take your eyes off of, or you're hearing the number in your head? And maybe it's different than the one you thought you were going to choose from the picture. 1, 2, 3. All right. So let's dive in. And sometimes we think our life is changing in one area or one way, right? And sometimes we're absolutely right. Like we intuitively know that is the way that's going to play out for us. Sometimes we have no idea until it literally bumps us in the nose. So that's what I'm kind of wondering with this 111 portal. Is this something that's going to just show up and it's very surprising? Or is it going to be something where you're like, yeah, I saw that coming. I knew that was what was going to happen. Maybe it's something you still don't enjoy. Maybe it's something that still is very surprising. It could be something that's it's going to be something that makes you uncomfortable. But whether you're wanting to be uncomfortable or ready to be uncomfortable or really digging your heels in not to be uncomfortable, that's kind of where you're going to have to figure out where you are in this energy. All right. So with that being said, pile number 1, because you know these aren't just card readings, right? Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Number 1. Pallas Athena. Think. Not what I was expecting at all. But this feels like this has something to do with a mask. A mask coming off. Yeah, let's look into this. Let's see what the book has to say about this one. All right, the overarching theme, number 1, is Pallas Athena speaks of a sharp and guarded intellect. Mythological Athena is the goddess of wisdom, intellect, skill, strategy, and defense. Her father Zeus swallowed her mother Metis, goddess of the wise counsel and planning, possibly to hide her from her spouse Hera. His spouse Hera. Athena gave her father a pounding headache, then leapt fully grown and completely armored from her father's forehead. This powerful goddess could beat the males at their own game and challenge the world to never underestimate feminine strength and wisdom. So Pallas Athena loans you the ability to walk into a boardroom or other professional situation and be ready to take on any challenge completely in your own power with just the right words at hand. Just ask her. Pallas Athena is within you. Speak to her. She can help you navigate the echelons of power, develop real skills, craft, articulation, and tech genius with her support and her concentration. Connect your trained knowledge, natural abilities, and that spark of divine fire. Just don't overdo the intellectual defenses. Make sure your intelligence and ability to rationalize don't cause more problems than they solve. Take off your helmet in the bedroom. Inventory yourself and see if you, like Athena, underestimate the power of the feminine heart or emotional intelligence. Keep that mind connected to your heart. So the challenge of this card is wherever you are in the gender spectrum, do not think you need to deny or disrespect the feminine, the anima, and the heart in yourself and others in order to access brilliant intelligence and competence. The gift of this card. Ask for help when you need it, and divine answers will reveal themselves. You can think through this situation with a combination of rigorous logic and a real curiosity about the truth, all connected to an open heart. So, this new beginning is around you really getting connected to your mind and heart, that connection being forged. Through intellect, you can rule. But it gets off the rails if you're not doing it from a heart-centered space. And I feel like this is the new beginning you're getting. The ability to connect your heart and your mind so that you're not only rational, you're also emotional. And for those of you who struggle with being heart-centered, who've struggled with a blocked heart chakra, this is the new beginning you're getting. The ability to connect the two. When you're speaking from your heart, when you're thinking about things and speaking about things from your heart and not your ego, right? Your egoic mind, the fear, fight or flight, right? One of the reasons you've been blocked with what you've been trying to do or create is because you haven't connected the heart and the mind. You've been operating out of the mind in a way that was very egoic or fearful. And I feel like the Pallas Athena is coming in to say, it's time to drop into your heart. You can still be intellectual. You can still be smart. You can still be creative. You can still use your mind to its fullest capacity. But by doing it in connection with your heart, now more people can hear you, receive you. And that opens up the scope of who and what you can have, who and what you can connect with, create. So let's dig into this. Yeah, I got 3 pentacles on the break for the. So yeah, it's time. It's time to come into taking action, consistent, diligent effort. But it's now going to start paying off. Where before you might have felt like you were spinning your wheels. Oh yeah, judgment. Judgment's coming in. Judgment, the 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're coming into having choices. And that's why it's so important for you to connect your intellect to your heart. Because you want to make heart-centered choices, not just the smart choice. Of course you want to make the smart choice, but you also want to make the heart-centered choice. So I feel like the angel of the past or judgment is coming in to say, like, be careful of making a decision and choice from a past place, from a past situation, from a past way of being and doing, in that old way of being and doing. Like, really look at that and say, is that really, did it get you what you wanted? No. So by allowing the Knight of Cups to come in to help you make the choice, right? So again, Mind, body, and soul. I kept hearing mind, body, and soul, and now this is being validated. Number one, you're coming into this mind, body, and soul connection unlike you've ever had before. That's what this 1-1 portal is bringing you. And it's beautiful. And you're going to be able to make your choices from that place of balance. So listening to your intuition, dropping down into your heart, thinking in using your intellect in the best possible way, being smart about it, being smart about the choice. Sorry about that. My dog is playing behind me. So I love that for you, pile number one. You are coming into mind, body, and soul. That is the connection that you're receiving in this 1-1 portal. And that just feels absolutely beautiful. So your intuition is developing. Your heart is opening. And your intellect is ramping up. So it's going to take you a minute to kind of assimilate all of those different pieces of yourself that are coming they're coming online. I was going to say into alignment, but Spirit was bringing me coming online. So I feel like that you're going to be in this alignment in a way that you've never been in this alignment before, where maybe you did follow your intuition, but you didn't have your heart open. Or maybe you had your heart open, but you didn't always make the smartest decision or let your intellect be seen. Maybe you knew you were the smartest person in the room and you didn't let them see it because you were afraid it would come out as egotistical, right? But if you're dropping down into your heart, you can still let them see you're the smartest person in the room, right? If you're coming at it, out of your heart, then they can receive it. Still might not like it, but they can at least respect that you're the smartest person in the room. But yeah, I love it. You're coming online, mind, body, and soul. Whew, that's beautiful, number one. So let's get some additional message to go with this. So, okay. They went flying. All right, let's try this again. Okay, that would, yes, because you are manifestation. You are in manifestation. Things are manifesting. Because of your alignment, heart, body, and soul, you are manifesting. So right now, don't get too fear-based, thinking that because it's been so stuck and stagnant, that things aren't going to work out. That in this portal, you are going to start manifesting. So let's... Manifestation is the ability to bring your thoughts, dreams, and intentions into reality. The spiritual law of manifestation helps us create from deep within energies and experiences that lead us toward greater fulfillment and purpose. You are blessed to have received this angel card today, for it encourages you to recognize your power. You are a master of manifestation, and whenever you focus on something with loving thoughts and the best intentions, you bring that dream into reality. If you are working on bringing something to fruition at this time, whether that be a project, an opportunity, or even a miracle, this card lets you know that it is unfolding before your eyes. It's very important to stay elevated at this time and focus on positive energy, blessings, and the positive events that are happening around you, as you are magnetizing even more blessings into your world. So the message: you are one with the universe at this time and have the ability to manifest incredible experiences and opportunities. You are being encouraged to understand that any new opportunities arising will allow you to step up and move forward in your life. Your energy is aligned with your pure potential, and it's important to know that everything you focus on now is going to grow, adapt, and expand in line with your energy field. Your angels are encouraging you to be open and receptive as the universe is offering you the guidance, abundance, support, and healing you require based on your current situation. Recognize the incredible gifts and support that are available to you now. The power of the universe is within you. So this mind, body, and spirit alignment, activation with a 1-1-1 portal is allowing you to step into manifestation. So I would say, be careful of what you want, be ready for what you want, and make sure that it's what you want. So being very, very kind of intentional. Be very intentional with what it is you want. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to grab some angel cards. So let's see. So these are my Ask Angel by Melanie Butler. So let's just see what angels want to come in to support this message. Those of you that chose card number 1. Uriel, Archangel Uriel, staircase of light. Yeah, you're getting on the staircase for some of you. For some of you, you're taking another step. So this mind, body, soul alignment activation that you're going through is bringing you into the next step. So wherever you are in your journey, just know that you are being moved or elevated because Archangel Muriel is coming in with all that you are. So you really are coming into like a very most authentic expression of yourself up to this point in your life. So you really are starting to co-create your reality with spirit, because the mind, body, soul connection that's bringing this manifestation into your life is co-creating your reality. So you are, by dropping down into your heart, getting into alignment, mind, body, and soul, your intellect, your heart, your spirit, you really are coming into this ability to now manifest and take another step on becoming more authentic with yourself. So this is beautiful energy that is bringing you into alignment. So that's why you will be co-creating your reality. So as long as you're following the inspiration, following the intuition, you are going to be manifesting at a very, very high rate, almost feeling magical, feeling like things are just dropping into your experience because it's time. So those are your messages. Thank you for being here. Card number 2, Sagittarius, expand. So this 111 portal is bringing you expansion. So if you are a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart, this portal and this message are going to be very powerful for you. Sagittarius asks us to think big, travel far, and use our restlessness and curiosity to create. A mutable fire sign, Sagittarius' symbol is this cantor, which epitomizes the connection between humans and the natural wild world. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, rules the thighs, the muscles that propel our movement. The sun shines in Sagittarius November 22nd through December 21st. Sagittarius has 2 imperatives: expand your perspective and humbly speak your truth. So let your perspective become versatile, flexible, and curious. Travel in the body or in the mind and explore a larger philosophical, environmental, or metaphysical context for this situation. Imagine you are on a mountaintop. Look down at your life from 1,000 feet up. Now take it further. Like the astronauts who look down on our spinning green and blue globe and see no borders between countries, you are a global citizen. Change your life and reflect this reality. Speak your truth. Remember the fairy tale, The Emperor's New Clothes. A pair of con artists arrive at an emperor's court claiming to make beautiful garments. They say their creations are only visible to people of quality. Incompetent people can't see the clothes. No one in the emperor's court wants to admit they can't see the supposedly intricate garments, and the emperor wears his new clothes on parade. Only one honest Sagittarian-style boy speaks up without rancor, states the obvious, the emperor is naked, and breaks the spell. Ask what spell you need to break and speak up. The challenge: just because you see it doesn't mean you have to say it. Timing and pacing are everything. Be honest, not mean. Ask if what you are about to say is wise, kind, and necessary, as well as true. Watch out for that geographic cure, the belief that travel will solve problems, because wherever you go, there you are. The gift. Honor all your relationships. Sagittarius reminds us that our spiritual path is connected to all our relations, the two-footed, four-footed, many-legged, winged, scaled, and finned, and they are connected to us. So that's what this 111 portal is bringing you. The ability to speak your truth. Making sure that that truth is coming from a place of love, necessary, kindness. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to add to this. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you haven't been speaking your truth, or you've never really spoken your truth. You were very much cognizant of what other people's feelings were, or what they would think. You were maybe a little too much of a people pleaser, or too caught up in what other people would think, really. Would they like you? Would they criticize and judge you? And because of that, you didn't speak your truth. You didn't be who you truly are. You hid that or downplayed it. And I feel like this 111 portal is saying, it's time to stand up for yourself, to be seen, to be heard. Just making sure you do that in like an appropriate manner, right? Yeah. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Because you're coming into partnership in this 111 portal. So for some of you, this partnership will be romantic. For some of you, this will be business. However this partnership shows up, it is going to feel or have some quality of newness, but also some quality of soul contract, soul tribe, soul mate, but something that feels very destined. So this partnership feels very destined, pile number 2. And it's going to be important that you listen to your inner self, because I do feel like there's some prophecy. So destiny, prophecy, this partnership definitely is going to expand you. It's going to grow you. Yeah, it's gonna push you out of your comfort zone in a good way. But again, you are gonna have to make sure you put up your boundaries. You're gonna have to make sure that you speak your truth from your heart. Is it necessary? Is it kind? Ask yourself those things whenever you go to speak your truth, because when you've never spoken your truth, like it can be really easy not to be appropriate because you're so excited to be able to speak in a manner that you've never felt comfortable to speak in, or you've not had that kind of person who is listening with their open heart, and you don't want to damage that partnership because you're not appropriate, because you don't know how to speak your truth. You don't know how to speak from your heart because you've always been silent. You've always been silenced. And now you're coming into a partnership that's allowing you to be the full expression of who you are, expanding your consciousness, expanding your creativity, co-creating your reality. And you can't do that from a place of isolation or a place of diminished spirit, right? So this expansion of your spirit is going to grow you, but it's also going to put you in like unknown territory as far as like how to speak your truth and how to ask for what you need, and all the ways in which you've always been negated or pushed down or silenced, right? So however this partnership is manifesting, it is going to grow you. This 111 portal is definitely bringing you in soul tribe, soul family, soul mate, however that resonates with you. So for some of you, this will be work, business, friendship, and for some of you, this will be romantic partner. And you don't want to get in your own way, right? Not have the romantic partnership you want because you don't know how to appropriately speak. So yeah, definitely take your time. Take your time. Nothing has to be gotten in a day, especially if this is a new relationship. You want to make sure that you're nurturing it. You're really getting to know each other. You're soulmate relationships, there's something that, the two of you are going to discover together, whether you're discovering something about yourself individually or something that you need to heal or they need to heal or both of you have that in common, whatever it is. Take the time to really get to know each other. Even if this is a business partnership, like you still want to know that person very well. So you know how they're triggered or what their line in the sand is, right, on certain issues. So however this is resonating with you. Yeah, because it's time. Look at that. It's time to do the work. It's time to do the work. So expansion is work. Relationship is work. Partnership is work. However this is resonating for you. So let's see what... If you are wondering whether to move forward or not, this card is a message from your angels to continue on. You might feel that your current situation requires more time and energy than you are able to give, and there's a good chance that you're feeling disheartened or even drained. It's important to know that everything involved in this situation is pivotal to your growth, expansion, and spiritual connection. This card invites you to switch on the light you have within. It's time to rise up, to get behind the wheel and drive the journey of your life. Yes, energy is going to be needed to hustle and push, but every single effort you make will pay off. Right now, you are sending out a signal, and that will create a wave that can lay the foundation for the rest of your life. So the extended message: being spiritual isn't always easy. It comes with a price, and often that price is time and effort. That is why angels call it light work, because we have to work our light. This isn't spiritual easy. This isn't spiritual vacation. This is spiritual work. And that means we have to work. Action, effort, surrender, and trust are needed for things to come together. But when this card appears, you have an important opportunity to figure out the balance between effort and effortlessness, and understand when both of these energies need to move through your being. If you want to abandon a project or walk away from a situation, this card is letting you know that you are needed more than ever. This isn't the time to run away. This is the time to turn up. When you show up, ready and willing to do the work, you will move up too. So this portal is expanding you, is pushing you, is asking you to get out of your comfort zone. And so, yes, doing the work is going to be a part of that. Absolutely. So again, get grounded, really get to know the other person in the partnership, really take the time to drop down into your heart, have conversations that are heart-centered. But yeah, it's time to co-create your reality with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters, partnering with your higher self, but also partnering with someone in the physical. So it feels like feels exciting is what it feels like, honestly. Yeah, look at that. Archangel Metatron, New Beginnings. And look at this, Inner Child Healing with Archangel Haniel. Yeah, that's what this new beginning is all about. It's the soul tribe, the soul mate, the soul family. It's all about healing that inner child. It's all about that trauma that's always held you back or has always been on the back burner. It's always been the thing that's weighing you down. That healing that's coming through this 111 portal is what is allowing the new beginning. Yeah, so listen to your intuition, because you are clairsentient. You are an empath. You do feel what others feel. You are able to transform energy when you walk into a room, when you walk into a situation, but you also want to make sure that you're receiving, right? Fair exchange. So this new beginning is bringing you into situations with more fair exchange, with more people who are going to honor you and love you and be there for you, that this is a destined partnership. But whatever's coming up in the inner child wounding, it's to be released. It's to be forgiven. It's to be let go. Because that, on the other side of that, is your new beginning. So, number 2. That's your reading, and it's exciting. And yes, sometimes we have to walk through the fire to get to the other side. But this expansion, it does feel like there is something in your life. It may burn down, right? Sagittarius, fire energy. So don't be afraid of it. Lean into it. Lean into it. Know that this expansion is taking you into bigger, better, new beginnings. Soul family, soul tribe, soul mate, however this resonates for you. Thank you for being here. All right, pile number 3. Descendant, invitation. So the 111 portal is bringing you an invitation. So let's dig into this. Find out what a descendant is. I'm not an astrologer, so if you are and you know, thank you. And I almost read the wrong one. All right, so let's see what we got here. While the ascendant describes how you enter the world, the descendant is the place where you invite equal others to come into your world. It describes how you see these peers, what project upon them, and what you trained to respect in them. The descendant is where the sun would be at sunset. So look at how you invite others to dance with you, to relate. But be welcoming while also keeping healthy boundaries in place. Once you feel comfortable about your ground rules for the people you bring into your life, it is easier to open your heart. If you notice that you keep people at a distance or avoid meeting new people, investigate this habit. Though it might have been important to protect you at one time in your life, consider how it is working for you now and what would help you feel safe enough to open this door. Also notice in what areas of your life you ask other people to do your work for you. The descendant can point to what you might try to import from other people. While this practice can refer to an important skill at work situation, it has its dangers in a personal relationship. If you feel disempowered, you might be drawn to powerful people. If you're an extrovert, you inwardly crave emotional, spiritual intimacy. You might draw in someone who helps you cozy up at home. It's wonderful when others can help you develop latent characteristics within yourself. But if you ask them to do this work for you and they leave, there goes your resource. If you see them as only an extension of yourself, you can't really see them. When you develop your own resources, you can see these others as whole beings with their own needs and gifts. So the challenge is you can give your power away when instead of working together, you ask others to be what is missing in yourself. The gift of this card: tend the inlet to your heart. Invite in relationships that are clear, healing, nurturing, self-responsible, and encouraging of mutual evolution. So this is an invitation to really come into connection with yourself. And through that connection, you are then a better partner, friend, coworker, even a better partner with yourself. It's like you go from being a person that's kind of lacking or diminished in some respect to a whole person. And I don't want you to take that the wrong way. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you. I'm just saying that there's always a part of ourselves, if we're not careful, that we can not nurture or grow or learn because we're getting that from someone else or we're getting that somewhere else, right? Whether it's a parent or a child or a friend, a husband, a wife, a spouse, a boyfriend, girlfriend, someone very, very close to us, right? If we're not careful, we let them kind of take care of that aspect and we don't develop it within ourselves. And I feel like this portal is really kind of showing you what aspect of yourself you haven't given time and attention to, or you've just let others kind of carry you in some way. So let's dive into this and see where Spirit wants to take this. I don't know if you heard that yip, but one of the cats definitely got the dog. He's now hiding under my desk. You're okay. I told you not to play with her. Nope, they don't want to play with the little boy. I have 3 female cats, and they're all kind of not older. 2 of them are older. One's not as old, but they don't want to play with the little boy, and he really wants to play with them. All right, let's see what aspect of ourselves or what Spirit wants to add to, what aspect of ourselves we need to develop or grow or heal. That's going to make us a more whole version or authentic version of ourselves. And sometimes this can be kind of hard to have put in our face or brought to our attention, because it can feel like a criticism or a judgment. So I love that, like the 111 portal is bringing it to you, so that it's not coming from like an outside source. For some of you, I mean, the 111 portal might be having someone bring it to you, but I feel like if that's the case, then it's going to be a situation where it's, it's out of love, or they're maybe pointing something out that you really have already known. You just haven't done anything about it, right? We do that all the time, don't we? Or at least I do sometimes. All right. Especially when I was younger. All right. I'm just going to cut the deck because they're just not showing up here. Oh, that worked. That worked really well, actually. All right. Yeah. It's because it's time for you to become the magician in your own life. And you can't be the magician in your own life if you're not if you're not honest with yourself, if you're not authentic, if you're not a whole version of yourself, right? You can't manifest from a lower vibrational frequency. So if you're someone that's not stepping up to the plate in some way, right? You're still holding on to something from the past, whether it's unworthiness or disempowerment or grief or anger, lust, envy, greed. You can't manifest. And it's time. This 111 portal is bringing you into the ability to be the magician in your own life. Create what you want. Co-create your reality with your higher self. And if you're in a lower frequency, it's going to be really hard to hear, feel, see, and know what Spirit is trying to bring in for you, right? Because it's time to move. The Chariot's coming in saying, okay, we're going to take off. This 111 portal is really allowing you to take off. It's going to be bringing things into your experience to allow you to move forward in your life in some way, kind of quickly, right? Making decisions, or decisions coming up to be made, where it feels like fast. So that's why it's going to be important that the invitation that you're being given through your ability to be the magician in your own life and things to move forward, right? This invitation that's coming in, it's like, are you ready to receive it? Because you have healed that part of yourself that you were relying on someone else for. And for some of you, you can't accept the invitation until you do that. So this 1-1 portal is definitely highlighting for you what it is that you need to do within yourself so that you can take the action that the invitation is bringing you. Make the decision, make the choice, go in the direction you want to go in. Have the partnership you want to have the job you want to have, the career, whatever it is, whatever the invitation is. But it's not going to be a successful venture if you're still relying on someone or something that you're not capable or able to do yourself because you just haven't taken the time to learn or to do or to be, to heal, to transform, to ascend. So you're getting an invitation and things are going to be taking off through this 1-1-1 portal, right? But how that kind of turns out is going to be up to you as far as your ability to take action by kind of where you are energetically. So what, really kind of moving through whatever it has been holding you back from keeping you from being the most authentic version of yourself. That hurt, that trauma, that growth, that evolution that you've been putting on the back burner or not paying attention to, because you have someone in your life that takes care of that for you, that has those hard conversations for you or protects you. I almost feel like you have to come out of the shadows. You have to come out of the shadows. Yeah, there it is. It's time. It's time. So anything you're holding on to that's holding you down, it's time to clear, cancel, and release it. And the manifestations take off. The invitations come in. You're being guided to clear your life of energy of any negative or challenging people, situations, or events. It's time to release any old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments you may be using to put yourself down. Think about how you think about yourself. How do you talk to yourself? How do you talk about yourself? Very, very important. Angel wisdom wants you to recognize and realize the power of your words, thoughts, and intentions. If you're saying something even jokingly about yourself that might have a negative effect on you or express something you wish wasn't real, you're being encouraged to be more loving toward yourself. Angels are guiding you to clear, cancel, and release anything you no longer want or need in order to make room for love, positivity, and peace. The extended message. Whenever you have a negative thought or say something you then wish you hadn't, you have the capacity to remove the idea or energy from your own energy by saying the powerful affirmation, clear, cancel, release. Angels are ready and willing to help you clear anything that could be standing between you and inner peace. When you draw this card, you're also being encouraged to clear any clutter from your life. If there's a dust building up or stuff accumulating in your home, office, car, or anywhere else, spend time and clear it now. When you are clear physical space, you clear psychic space. Making these simple changes will clear your energy and open you up to experiencing a sense of clarity and freedom. Yes. And that is when you can start feeling the magic in your life. That's when things can truly take off. And that's when you can start taking action in the way that you want in your life, for the things you want, for the things that are important to you. So that's what this 111 portal is bringing you. And I think that's beautiful. So let's get a final message from your angels. All right, you got 3. Yeah, inner child healing is bringing new beginnings. These actually came out in the last reading, but this one did not. Your personal atmosphere, Archangel Michael. Yeah. How is your personal atmosphere? What is your personal atmosphere? Really important to get clear about, again, how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself, what you think about others, how you feel about others. What is the energy overall that you are kind of putting out and receiving? Because those changes are what is going to be called to make in this 111 portal. So what is your personal atmosphere? And if you're not sure, call in Archangel Michael to help you clear it. And, forgiving where you need to forgive so that you can allow the new beginnings in. So card number 3, beautiful portal energy. Sometimes we do need to kind of be brought to task. Where are we kind of falling short for ourselves? And we can totally course correct. We can totally put ourselves back on track. And that's what this 111 portal is bringing you. So thank you for being here.